Good morning. Welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 11 and it's Sunday. I got the most amazing text yesterday. So it was about a winter rose. I'm going to paraphrase it. It was, the thing that I took from it, the insight, or that like, oh, that's what it is that Deirdre used the word hope. And actually I realized that that's what Ember is. It's this hope, it's this trust or this hope or this knowing that even though we're in the deep of winter, even though we're here in the dark, in the cold, that things change. Yeah, that things, there is a cycle, there is change, things change. And so hope, even in the deep of anything, there is wellness in the core of it, there is wellness in the deep of it, and that things change. So nice, lovely. Come lie on your back, and we should do Sunday, we shall do our roly-poly on the floor thing that we do. And those of you who are new here, one of the reasons why Sunday Young happened and that I wear typically a Sunday jumper, a Ciara Dempsey jumper, they now call them here, is that during COVID, people would text me and tell me that they were doing their yoga in their pajamas. And I had so much FOMO. I was like, oh, wow, to do your pajama yoga, And so I decided that on a Sunday I could wear big jumpers and that I could stay on the floor. And that was like my pajama day. So come, lie on the floor with me and let's move. Come. Landing in. Arrive on the floor. Be really conscious and present to that landing. Maybe you've done it already. Maybe you've been here a while. I never know how you guys set up for this class. Do you lie down with me? Or are you lying down already? And so just land, arrive. Super. And then flatten your lower back down into the floor. And then arch. Flatten your lower back down. And arch. Flattening down. Arch. Flattening down. And arch. Nice. Roll up along your spine. So similar movement, but you just take it further. Rolling back down. When you're all the way at the end of the movement, arch. Flattening down, traveling up. Rolling up along your spine. When you're all the way down, arch. Flattening, rolling up. Dropping down, arch. One more time. Flattening, rolling up. All the way down and arch. Nice. Bring your arms wide. Drop both knees to the right. Back up to center. Drop both knees to the left. And at the end of the movement, even though I'm being soft, I do lean a little bit into the tea towel feeling, where I lean a little bit into the squeezy, stretchy, contractile feeling. That turns a little bit into a yawn for me always, which is really glorious. So you just feel that. As you rock your knees from side to side, just lean. It's like a juicy lean in, which is like the squeeze of a tea towel a little bit. Nice. So we're going to turn this into gliders. So drop your knees towards the right, and then let your left foot slide to your right foot. Let your left foot slide up to your right knee. And then maybe let your left knee travel up in the direction of your right shoulder. Glide all the way back. Drop your knees down towards the left, and then glide your right knee up towards your left shoulder. All the way back. So as you travel, notice what is. As you connect, notice what is. And maybe feel, where is the tea towel feeling in this? Where is that last deep, squeezy, awakening, embodied feeling at the end of the movement? Nice. Come back to center. Just caterpillar your shoulders away from your hips. Shimmy yourself so you feel straight. The way to do that is lift and drop your bum, lift and drop your shoulders, lengthen through your spine, and just find length. Through your arms, unpack them a little bit, and feel like you're trying to spread your torso like you're stretching a jumper across the radiator. I don't think you're supposed to do that actually, but stretching a towel so that it's flat, I'm going to say. Nice. And then drop both knees down to the right, and then glide your left foot up so it tucks in behind your right knee or somewhere over there. Bring your right hand down. Either keep your elbow on the floor and hand on the front of your thigh, or straighten your right arm so that the weight of your arm is now resting on your knee. Reach the left arm up and out at a 45-degree angle. Turn your head, if you wish, towards the left. You're kind of looking up and out along that left arm. And find the tea towel feeling here. So it's like the last lean into the movement, a sense of find the directions that harness you into connection. I'm always intrigued that there's a yawn that often happens from that last bit. And like neurologically, physiologically, I wonder what that is. I wonder what that, in the tissues, what is it that is, what is it? What is that? Nice. Bring your foot back to center, pause. Lift and drop your shoulders, lift and drop your hips. Feel like you're spreading your torso deep on the floor. Realign yourself. And then drop your knees down towards the left. Bring your right foot up, foot to knee. As always, I'm going to tuck my foot behind my knee. Just find wherever it is that you go. You can either have your left elbow on the floor, holding the front of your knee, or straighten your arm so the weight of your arm is resting on your leg. Reach your right arm up and out. Maybe turn your head. And find the tea towel feeling. So what is it, I wonder? Locked in, I feel like almost like bubble wrap. That when I go to a certain point, all the bubble wrap is just as it should be. But as soon as I kind of lengthen into that tea towel feeling, it's like the above and below of the bubble wrap slides and shears off each other, or glides or frees up. And suddenly all the bubbles are like the yawn that emerges. No idea actually what happens, but it feels really nice. So find it, tea towel feeling, that last squeeze, that sense of engaged deepening. Nice. Come back to center. Bring both knees back to center and just pause. Super. So draw your right knee up so that it's directly over your right thigh, and your right leg is at a 90. So 90 degrees. And then reach both arms up towards the ceiling. I've just shimmied my shoulders away from my hips and lengthened through the back of my neck. So I'm naturally lengthening my spine when I'm here. Nice. So from here, draw your shoulders a little bit off the floor, reach deeply up through your fingers. And then imagine you can widen through the back of your spine, that you can imprint the lower back into the floor. There's a sense of really connecting into stillness with that right leg, lower back, and shoulders. So keeping that sense of stillness, lift the left foot off the floor. Just let it rise, just 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters. Drop your left foot to the floor, relax. Nice. Imprint into the floor with your spine, pause, and then let your left foot float off the floor. Bring your left foot to the floor, Relax and pause. So it's not about, so actually don't lift your foot high. The higher you lift your foot, the easier it is. So I literally want it to hover 1 centimeter off the floor. Okay. So engage your lower back, flattening, widening, let your left foot hover just 1 centimeter off the floor. Pause. So we haven't moved far. Literally, if I wiggle my toes, I can feel the floor just beneath me. But there's a lot going on in your body right now. So try and imprint through the lower back, widen through the back of the body, breathe into your belly, and just feel soft. Is that possible? Somewhere in your body. So maybe soften your forehead, soften your eyes, soften the expression on your face. Nice. Drop your left foot to the floor. Squeeze your right knee in, hug it in. Really deepening it in. Hold on behind the right knee. Pull your knee towards your chest. So now your foot is over your knee and your knee is traveling towards your chest. You're squeezing it deeply down. So we're going to do a one-legged happy baby. So keep the left hand where it is, holding on behind the knee, and then bring the right hand either up to hold on to your ankle on the right, or bring your right hand into the sole of your right foot so that it rests into the nook of the arch of your foot. And then draw your shoulder down, draw your knee down, and you're really lengthening into the deep of that right hip. I'm shimmying through the spine, finding that sense of length. And then deepen your breath. And so what's interesting about these hip poses that we're not changing the alignment of the torso as such. We're pretty straight. How do you find a T-tail feeling here? How do you lean into? So for me to lean into, what I do is I begin to draw my shoulders down and away from my ears. I really connect my shoulders towards the floor and I create length. I'm not necessarily feeling into my leg. It's my torso that's trying to lengthen. That is the T-tail feeling for here. That sense of really deepening the directionality of my torso. Widen through the lower back, broaden through the shoulders, drop your shoulders away from your ears, lengthen from the top of your head to the coccyx. So if this feels strong enough, stay here, or lift the left foot off the floor. Maybe let it lengthen out a little bit, maybe straighten it out completely. So this is quite a strong pose. Maybe this is for you, maybe it isn't. Just see. Oh, welcome, Marie. And nice to have you on board, by the way. Very super. I love when wonderful people wander into this community. Nice. Bend your left knee, foot to the floor, and then just let your left knee travel from left to right. Just a small movement left to right. So it's like I'm rocking my left foot from baby toe side to big toe side. Baby toe side to big toe side. Nice. Change. Bring your right foot to the floor. Bring your arms wide. Rock your knees from side to side. So straight away, as soon as I drop my knees down to the side, I can find the T-tail feeling really easily in a twist. It's very interesting, isn't it? I'm intrigued by that sense of it being hard to find the squeeze of the direct alignment of the torso. So interesting. So feel it. Drop your knees to the right. Lean into it a little bit. Drop your knees to the left. Lean into it a little bit. Come back to center. So bring your left foot up so that it's directly, your knee is directly over your hip. I'm walking my shoulders away from my spine. Oh, no. Yeah. Shoulders away from my hips. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Draw your shoulders a little bit forward and then begin to imprint your lower back deeply into the floor. Really stabilizing. So I'm stabilizing my arms, my torso, and my left leg. And then let your right foot float 1 centimeter off the floor. Truly only 1 centimeter. Foot to the floor. Pause. And then again, let your right foot float. Foot to the floor. Pause. pause. Next time we float, we're going to pause for longer. Let your right foot float. Nice. Foot to the floor. Bend your left knee. Squeeze it up towards you. Hug it deeply in. Yeah, so again, when I'm in direct, when my spine is straight, it's like in neutral. It's the T-tail feeling is hard to find. That sense of a squeeze of some kind. Oh, so interesting. I'm so interested by this. So bring your left knee so that it's over your shoulder. Foot is over your knee. Yeah, so the T-tail feeling is in the core, not in the periphery. It doesn't matter what I'm doing in the periphery, it's all through the core that it happens. Fascinating. So keep your right hand where it is, holding onto the back of your knee. Either reach up and hold the ankle if you wish. You can stay holding the back of the knee if that's enough for you. Hold the ankle if you wish, or tuck your hand into the nook of your left foot and come into happy baby. And just settle into that. Create a sense of, so imprinting is more important here than T-tail. So imprint, so really ground. So the back of my neck is lengthening, the back of my head is on the floor, shoulders are away from my ears. I'm creating weight through my shoulders into the floor, weight through my ribs into the floor, weight through the lower back into the floor, weight through the back of my pelvis into the floor. So that imprinting is the information that's the most connected right now. Nice. Stay where you are, or let your right foot float off the floor, and maybe lengthen your right leg. So choosing the intensity that feels right for you. You know, not necessarily because I said it, definitely not because I said it, only because it's what feels right for you. Nice. Bend your right knee, and then just rock your right knee from side to side. So over towards the right, a little bit over towards the left, right, and left. Both feet to the floor. Pause. Cool. So we're going to do one seated position, and it's all about the arms. So have your cloth handy. Grab it. Sit on a chair if you wish. Sit on a pillow, a block. Murray, sit on a chair for this. I love it. I love that. Very sweet. So bring your two hands forward in the beginning. Just sit and settle and just find your bum on whatever surface you're sitting on. So kind of wiggle yourself a little bit, find your ground. Nice. And then bend your elbows and just maybe just roll your shoulders for a moment. Draw big circles with your shoulders. Nice. So release your left hand off your T-tail and bend your right elbow and then reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. And now as I do that, my cloth is hanging down behind the back of my head. So bend your elbow and really feel like I can wiggle my cloth. And so it's banging down the back of my body. Nice. Reach your arm up and then do that again. Bend your elbows and just feel, oh yes, it's like I have a ponytail that I can wiggle and let it bang into my back. One more time. Reach your arm up, bend your elbow and let it bang. Take your left hand and either bring your left hand to your hip, pausing there, bring your left hand into your lower back with the back of your hand resting there, or grab hold of your cloth with your left hand. And just see, you know, any of the above is wonderful, never forcing, never straining, okay? And then lift through your torso, rise through your spine, open into your chest. Maybe pull that right elbow back if that feels okay as you open into your chest. Nice. Release the left hand, lengthen the right arm, come all the way down. Hold on to your cloth with your left hand. Bend your left elbow, reach your left hand up, and then bend your left elbow. So it's almost like I'm holding my hand behind the back of my head where a ponytail would be. And I kind of wobble the cloth so I can feel it down along the length of my back. Straighten my arm, ponytail. Straighten your arm, ponytail. And then maybe see, where can your hand go to? Maybe the back of your head, back of your neck, between your shoulder blades. Really feel. Bring your right hand to your hip. Pause there. Bring your right hand into your lower back. Pause there. Maybe hold on to your cloth, but you're doing nothing that hurts your shoulders. This is all just noticing, feeling, connecting. Maybe lengthen through your torso, rising, opening your shoulders up, maybe pulling that left elbow a bit back, pulling it up towards the ceiling. Nothing that hurts you. Most important thing. Nice. Release your right hand, straighten your left hand, bring it down, roll your shoulders in a big circle. Nice. And just one brief thing, bend both elbows, reach both hands up, bring both hands to the top of your head. Reach both hands up, bend your elbows, bring both hands to your hips. Both arms up, hands to your head. Both arms up, hands to your hips. Both arms up, hands to your head. Both arms up, hands to your hips. Pause there, hands on your hips, pull your elbows back. Lift your chest. It's such a power pose, this, you know. Like if you're going to have a rant, put your hands on your hips. Well, I never. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? There's certain, you know, there's certain actions in our bodies that really, you know, yeah, I have just an image or a vision of somebody standing like this. It's really, so you're armed here. Roll your wrists. Roll your shoulders. And then grab your block and your bolster or your chair, whatever it is that you're getting. I just have to go find mine. There you go. Super. So setting yourself up, landing in. Hands on your belly, but wiggle, shimmy, arrive, unpack. You know, create enough comfort that you feel, yeah, this is comfortable enough. I'm acknowledging all the different parts of you. You know, legs, what could you do? Pelvis, what could you do? Spine, rib cage, shoulders, arms, neck, head. Really acknowledging the sensations that there are and just noticing, is there something I can do? You know, there's a bit of fluff from this pillow, of this blanket. I'm going to move it away from my face. A little bit of a stitch at the back of this hat. I'm just going to move it. Nice. So that feels like I've landed. Hands to your belly. And just pause. And just rest in that, I just love it, that deep trust, that deep hope, that deep knowing that even in the midst of anything, change happens. The midst of the deep winter, we don't have to do anything. It is, you know, we just, no, that's wrong. So orienting towards wellness in the deep of anything plants a very particular kind of seeds for when things change. So even now, noticing the wellness and the health and the deep embers of the year orient us towards that which will emerge. And so within us, as you lie here, just notice your wellness. Now, where is your wellness as you lie here? Find it as a place, as a sensation. Really know your wellness. Have a present time relationship with the deep of you and your wellness in this moment. And there's always wellness. Wellness could be the blanket, could be your hands where they're resting, could be something deep and profound, or it can be really mundane. Wellness and health it's just these like incredibly complex weaving of so many layers of us. So there is always wellness, always. There is always wellness. And wellness sometimes could even be just the fact that you're orienting towards wellness. It could be the presence that you offer to yourself to know that there is something that is well, even if you can't find it or feel it in that moment. The presence you offer yourself, that deep knowing that there is always wellness. There is always wellness. And you feel that, know that, experience that as a felt sense, knowing in the deep of you. I remember I was training in craniosacral in Karuna, and that phrase, "there is always wellness," was used a lot. And I remember, doing these deep dives of contemplation about it. I was like, there is always wellness. And then I really felt the truth of it. I knew the truth of it. Till forever, there is always wellness. And then there's a moment where there isn't, you know. And so, yeah, so that deep sense of there is always wellness. It's there right now. And just focusing on it, orienting towards it is a gift you can give yourself. So I will see you all tomorrow. I have a plan for February. It's very exciting. So yeah, sometime in the next week or so, I'm going to be launching that. Very exciting. Those of you I'm going to see on the beach, great. Looking forward to it. It'll be a dip. and those of you I'll see on Tuesday and Wednesday for yoga, very exciting. They're more or less all full, all those classes. There's one or two spaces, but yeah, it's quite amazing. Okay, great. Ciao.